the button.
Two steps.
There we go. Okay, so just to, that's not the color. Ooh, that's the color. Oh, it's lovely, lovely, lovely. And it's all dry, so I'm going to go ahead and put my green down because it needs to be brighter. I'll be so much happier when it's brighter. I'm going to put some in here. And there's some up in here somewhere.
It's so funny.
And now, yeah, I exaggerated.
As she puts her finger.
I'll tell you later.
And now I'm gonna get this duck wet. I'm gonna have to maybe mute this movie. Oh, guys! How bad! How very, very bad! Oh.
It's my photograph. Oh my gosh.
We'll catch you up. Okay.
I can't wait.
And so I'm putting some green in.
You gotta sit.
Oh.
Brush.
So, no problem. Just with the damp brush, it kind of just sucks it right off the page. Okay, and I want some pink in here too. And I'm just gonna let that work in. And because it's so dark, I don't feel like I have to go around here because I'll probably build up that dark around there anyway. And I'm just gonna let it mingle.
It looks dimensional.
Yeah. That really made a difference.
And now I can move on. So I want to add some more pinks in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and glaze right over this with the pink. So I'm not getting too heavy out here. But we were talking about color, we were talking about value, and we were talking about enhancing, because I'm not ever really concerned with matching things perfectly. I mean, I'm not one of those illustrators that are trying to be true to everything. I rather have fun suggesting something.
And making it work.
Yeah. Damn it.
To make an interesting picture, because not everything is in the way that you want it to be.
Right. So I'm going to add a little bit of pink up in here. Give it a little bit more dimension.
I'll be putting more in.
And while I'm here, right in here I want to start adding some pinks in here. And I'm going to go ahead, and I probably, because we've already got the burnt sienna in there, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to make sure that I'm putting it down below also. But it's muted a little bit.
Did you wet that first?
Nope, it's all wet on dry. Okay. But it's starting to dry now. So what I want to do, and look at right in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now before it dries, I'm wetting the brush so there's not as much pigment, and it's pretty damp, and I'm just going to soften some of that. And maybe I'll go ahead and drop a little bit more now that it's wet. And I really think that this line helps to give it more definition, and it sets it on the water. And right, it is right here, isn't it? Yes, it is. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit more there. Maybe while this is wet, I'll start out with some red, because you know, like how the tail feathers of the hawk, they're barred, right? That's what it's called. And that's what I'm seeing out here. That's what it reminds me of. So I'm just adding out here. Oh, there's that bit of green out here too that I love. And we've got some pinks in here. So out in here, let's start matching a little bit, right? And that's as far as I'll go, I think, right now. And let's put some pinks out in here.
Now he's coming to life. He doesn't look so flat. You know, the whole image. I
And
think anyone who didn't do this image will be sorry once they see it.
oh, you know what? It's like
It's so colorful.
it's colorful, and the water was so much fun, and we're not even done with the water. Ooh, I can hardly wait to get to the water, but I want the duck to be in before we go there. Oh, and you know what? I think I can put a little bit more out here.
The way you painted the water, you showed everyone to paint the water, not the way I did it. Really does give it that
Yeah,
movement.
there is, because we were talking about threading the darks, right? But threading the lights also. But not everything is hard edge. So some of it is hotter, lighter, more subdued, hotter, and there, you know, there's a softness. And we're not done, because we've got the darks in here, but also inside of here we've got little blue movements inside some of these to do yet too, especially over here where the movement is, and right up here where he's cutting the surface, he's moving, causing a little wake. Very cute. So did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry. That was only 8-minute demo. Pretty darn good.